So welcome to the next episode today. And today we're talking about how you can become successful as an individual. What does it take for the average person to become successful? There are various habits that are needed to be able to take an ordinary man into an extraordinary man. And I'm going to be reacting to a video sharing my thoughts on some of the tips, strategies, and techniques that have worked personally in my life, and then provide you with some blueprints on how you can also become successful. Remember, success must be defined by you, not by anybody else. So my question to you is this: what's your definition for success? Someone's success means being able to take care of their parents, being able to take care of their children, having enough money so that they don't have to worry again about money. And that enough money, you have to have a number on it. Is it 5 million? Is it 10 million? Is it a billion? How much is your too much money? You must have a number of that on that. Someone's success will mean, okay, I'm able to finish school, get a fulfilling job, and be able to get job security. Maybe that is your success. So from the word go, you must define what success means to you. However, the key question you need to ask yourself is this: what does it take to become successful, especially as a man? And that is what I want us to walk through today. Going to provide you with some 6 key strategies, techniques that you can leverage to help you so you can make that decision today.
A man who wants to truly succeed in life must cut these 6 things out from the root, because if he doesn't, they won't just slow him down. They'll devour his soul silently. 1. Cut off the habit of chasing women. You're running away from power. Lust is the devil's leash.
Cut off the habit of chasing women. This is a very important decision that I made as an individual. And if you're a young man, you're not married yet, and you are watching this video, it is a decision that you need to make as an individual yourself. I remember in high school, our teachers would tell us, especially the boys, they would say, hey, the ladies you are in class with, they are not your girls. So you're not going to marry them. So don't worry yourself to chase them. They are going to be married to people like us. I mean, referring to them as the teachers, like us, people above you. Now, you see, many a times when that thing is said in school, we were thinking that, oh, some of the teachers wanted their girls. And so they didn't want us to have, some of the girls. But it was an instrumental advice which I took seriously. And I realized that, if you check history, every man that became successful, whose life was destroyed, included in the factors, one of them is women. I'm not here to say women are evil, no. But as a young man, you must walk away from chasing women. One of the things you must understand is that the women, they are there. If you want to sleep with 100 women, you will get and sleep with them. But you have to understand that that is energy going away. That is resources you are losing. That is a time you are wasting. That is a dream you are ignoring, because all of that will be a distraction for your life. So you have to be careful as a young man, rising up to make sure that no woman is distracting you. Don't chase women. And this was a cheat code that one of my lecturers gave me. He said, Nhyira, if you become successful, you are intelligent, the best women will come your way. And when he mentioned that the first time, I was a little surprised, because for all intents and purposes, I was thinking the other way around. But over the years, I have realized that there is truth in that statement. That if you become exceptionally good as a person, you will attract good people. You will attract these ladies. So you don't have to chase them. They will come after you. But that is also deadly, because you see, if you are a guy and you are becoming successful, you have an outstanding personality, and so ladies are coming close to you, and you think because of that, you're going to take that as an opportunity to try to sleep with them or to try to do something with them, again, that is a distraction from your vision. That is a distraction from your goal. What does that mean? As much as possible, put a zip on your emotions. As much as possible, you need to have self-control. One of my mentors said this: erection is not direction. And this is an important lesson I learned and I've applied to my life up until this day. By the grace of God, yes, I'm not married. I'm going to marry definitely. I don't chase girls. And I'm careful about my environment at the end of the day. Very careful about my environment. Yes, people come around me, but I'm very careful. Why? Because I know whatever decision that I'm making, I may be giving out my energy, becoming that thing could distract me and could make me not to become successful. Women are good. If you get a right one, you can become successful. But if you are not careful and it becomes your habit, today Amma, tomorrow Ajoa, the other day Isabel, the other day Josephine, when will you have time to focus on your dream? So you are a young man and you are going after 3, 4 girls, 4, 5 girls, a young man. So every day you are thinking about how to lie to each of these ladies. Every day, these people, you are thinking about how to give them some money, give them some resources, support them or do something for them. That is a distraction from your vision. That is a distraction from your goal. That is a distraction from your life. And you will never become successful as a young man if you continue to chase women. Yes, people have said, as a young man, all you need is to get the money. If you get the money, the girls will come. That is what I'm telling you. If you get the money, the girls will come. But you got to be careful. The fact that they are coming does not mean they are coming because of you. They are coming because of what you carry. And that is why you have to be careful when you get to that position and you have to make a decision. You must know who you go or who you pick. And so you need to be careful at the end of the day. Again, I am not here bastardizing or saying women are evil. What I'm saying here is that naturally, when you are starting to make it, when you are starting to become successful, you're going to attract all kinds of people, including beautiful, attractive women. But that is not a gateway for you to start misbehaving, to start fooling. Because if you do that, that may be your downfall at the end of the day. Check history. I dare you to sit down. Check history of the greatest, the successful people whose life destroyed, whose life didn't turn out to be good later on after their success. Among the things that brought them down, you will see that they didn't have control over their emotions, over their lust. And they thought the mere fact that an attractive lady has approached me means that I have to do something with a person. And that is the first thing that I want you to know about. Yes, focus on your vision, work hard, do something, and become successful. When you ultimately become successful or on your journey of becoming successful, find out and make sure you are approaching or getting yourself a high value woman. A woman who has vision, who has goals, who has objective, a woman who is raised from a house, a woman who understands the importance of money, a woman who will not come and be a liability, but will be an asset. If you get something like that, you can walk the journey with them. But don't go chasing after women, because that will derail you from your goals, objectives, vision. And at the end of the day, when you lose everything, all the people who were coming to you, you will realize that they will not come again. That tells you that they were not coming because of your personality, because of your head, or because of your mouth. They were coming because of the things they can get from you. And that is the reality of life. Let's go to the second point.
2. Cut off procrastination. Every "I'll do it later" is a small funeral for your destiny.
This is an important attitude that you must also make sure you build as an individual. Procrastination. You see, as young people, it's easy to say, oh, I will do this later. I'll do this later. Oh, I still have more time. I still have more time. Oh, this thing is in 5 weeks. Don't worry. I'll do it later. When you know that you have to do it now. So if you want to become successful, another key thing you have to work on is to kill the spirit of procrastination. If it must be done, it must be done now. I see this a lot in the life of many people. You know you have an exam in 12 weeks, but they will never study. They will be blaming a lot of things. Oh, my mother, my father, my husband, my this, my this. Week 1, they've never done anything. Week 2, nothing. Week 3, nothing. Week 4, nothing. Week 5, nothing. Week 6, nothing. Week 10, week 11, hey, by next week we are starting the exam. Then that is where they will start. Listen, if you live life procrastinating things that you are supposed to do, you will end up regretting and live a miserable life at the end of the day. And the reason why sometimes we are distracted on that level and people procrastinate is because they are looking at what they can get in the moment. Maybe there is a new movie that has been released and everybody is watching the movie and they are talking about it. And when they are talking about it, you feel that, oh, you don't belong, right? You don't fit in. So when you return from work, instead of grabbing a book to study or listening to a podcast or doing something that is going to add value, writing that business plan, working on your dream, you rather put on the TV and you're like, oh, this thing, I'll do it tomorrow. You watch. Tomorrow will come. You say, I'll do it tomorrow. You know why? Because tomorrow never comes. I will do it tomorrow. It never comes. So whatever it is you want to do, make up your mind and do it today. If it is possible to be done, do it now. Set deadlines for yourself. And one of the ways to deal with procrastination is to have what I refer to as an accountability partner, or maybe a team of people who are equally working on something that you are together working on. Because when you have an accountability partner, and this accountability partner can be a friend, it could be your boyfriend, your girlfriend, it could be your spouse, your wife or your husband, it could be your mentor. You need an accountability partner, and you're going to share with them the things that you want to do and the timelines on them. And these people are going to be holding you accountable. They're going to ask you, hey, you said you're going to do this. How far? Have you done it? Is it done? Hey, you said you're going to do this. How far? Have you done? That is called accountability partner. And that accountability partner helps you so that you don't default into procrastination, so that you feel like watching that new series that has been released, but you don't want to disappoint your accountability partner, and you don't also want to disappoint yourself by not doing and going after your dreams. So what do? You do what must be done today so that you keep the score, and guess what? That is what will take you closer to your dreams at the end of the day. So if you are somebody who is suffering from procrastination now, number one, you need high level of discipline. That's very important, because you must understand that you only have today. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. It's today we have. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. Today, what can you do with it? And that is discipline. That is the mindset you need. Then number two, you need an accountability partner. Someone you can call, someone you can discuss your life with, somebody who will be in your corner, who will push you to go extra mile. At my level, yes, I have accountability partners. Some are my mentors and some are even my team. My team holds me accountable, because there are sometimes I wake up, I don't feel like shooting a video. I wake up, I don't feel like doing anything. But my team is ready. Camera is rolling. Microphone has been set. Everything is done. Per content plan, you are supposed to do this day. So because of your feelings, you're going to put everybody on hold? No. So that pushes me and prevents me from procrastinating, from saying, oh, I can do this tomorrow. I can do. No, because there are people whose life depends on what you are doing and who will hold you accountable. And that is what is needed to be successful as an individual. If you can kill procrastination, what takes people 5 years to do, you can do it in 1 year. Because you see, sometimes people blame society for their own miserable life. I don't think you should take a longer time to do certain things, because you see, you need to redeem the time, because we are living in evil, and it's said in the scriptures, you got to redeem the time. So you have to get to the point in your life where if somebody took 5 years to do something, you need to ask yourself, is it possible that we can do it in 1 year? If somebody took 10 years to do something, is it possible we can do it in 2 years? It's about setting that goal and finding out how or what it will take. That means you need to remove all distractions. Then you cannot procrastinate, because you have to do it, and you must do it now. So let me ask you, are you dealing with procrastination? Are you someone who procrastinates a lot? Do you always get distracted by social media, by friends, or by something, and you're like, oh, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll do it tomorrow, until the deadline? Maybe that is why you are not where you want to be. Maybe that is why you are not successful. Maybe that is why you are not living the life that you always want to live. You've always dreamt of living. Maybe that is why you feel miserable. But if you can kill the spirit of procrastination by having the right mindset, having an accountability partner, putting yourself in the right environment to support your dreams, your aspirations, and your goals, I can guarantee you, what took people decades to do, you can achieve it in few years. And that is how success is built. Let's look at the third point.
3. Cut off the negative mindset. Doubt is witchcraft. It casts a spell that paralyzes your own potential.
Mindset is everything, because the Bible says, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. So your mindset about life determines the outcome of your life. If you think something is difficult, it is true, it is difficult. If you think something is impossible, it is true, it's impossible. So those who win are the people who see the impossible but tell themselves it's possible. Those who win are the people who see the untouchable, undoable, and tell themselves, I can do that. Those who win are those who see the mountain that nobody wants to climb, and they tell themselves, I will climb this mountain. And that is mindset. One of the things that is crucial, and if you're a follower of my work, I've said this over and over again, is your mindset. If you doubt yourself, nothing will work. You have to believe in what you want. You need to trust what you want. So it's not just about wishy-washy. Hey, I want to be a billionaire. I want to be a this. I want to be a this. I want to be a this. Yeah, then you are making confession. Hey, I'm the head and not the tail. Yeah, blah, blah. It's good to make confessions. But if deeply rooted in your mind, you have self-doubt, that confession will not happen. So you are saying, you are confessing, I am the light of the world. I am a city set on a hill. I will not be hidden. I am the head and not the tail. I am the righteous of the Lord. I am the call of the Lord. You finish all those confessions. Then you are going for an interview and you are afraid. You are doubting yourself. Hey, this job crowd, will they accept my CV? Look at my CV. Hey, am I worth it? Can I get this job? Hey, you just finished making confessions. That you are the head and not the tail, that you are the called of God, that you are the city set on a hill, that you are the light of the world. How can you be the light of the world, the city set on a hill, the called of God, the righteous of God, and doubt yourself? You cannot, because that is negative and positive, so it's zero. You cannot doubt, and the Bible even says it, that a double-minded person cannot receive anything from God. If you are somebody who is double-minded, you doubt, you cannot. And sometimes the reason why people doubt is because of fear, because they are afraid. Number two is because of self-esteem. They don't trust themselves. They don't feel they are worthy of themselves. So they doubt, hey, this thing, will it be successful? Hey, who am I? When I speak, who will listen? You doubt. Some of you are there. You want to start a YouTube channel. You want to start creating content. You want to start writing books. You want to start writing articles. You want to do it. But your mindset, you keep on doubting. Who will listen to me? who will pay attention to what I say. What is it that I have? What is special about me? Hey, will they even accept me? Hey, I am afraid, though. I'm afraid speaking in front of people. I am afraid speaking on microphone. You think that some of us speaking, we are not afraid? You think I was born like this? No. But you need to have the mindset and understand that this is what God has given me. And since this is what God has given me, then I have the capability to bring it to life. You need to have self-esteem, and that is also means that you need to get rid of fear, because the Bible again says that God has not given us the spirit of fear, but he gives us the spirit of love, power, and sound mind. So why would you doubt yourself? Why would you doubt the hand of God? Why will you doubt the power of God? Why will you doubt that the prayers you've prayed and the hard work that you are putting in, nothing will happen? You cannot doubt. But this is why many people never see the light of their dreams. This is why many people never see success in their entire life. Why? Because they are full of doubt. They are full of fear. So I want to challenge you today. I don't know what you are afraid of. I don't know what is putting you in your cocoon. I don't know what is holding you in your cocoon. I don't know what is making you feel you are not worthy, or you don't qualify, or nobody will listen. Nobody will pay attention to you. I want to tell you, if you believe in yourself, have faith in God, and go out there and do it, you will succeed. I remember when I wanted to start my YouTube channel, there were a lot of people who told me, who is going to listen to you? You're just a small boy. Who is going to listen to you? There are a lot of other YouTube channels doing what you want to do. There are a lot of people saying what you want to say. Who is going to listen to you? What experience do you have? What gives you the power? And I'm like, what experience do I have? God has given me the skills, the expertise, the ability, the grace, the unction to function, and you're telling me nobody will listen to me because there are more experienced people than me? What the heck? And I went out there and I began my journey. Never doubt. Never doubt. Because you are the first call of action. If you are taking action of positivity, but you doubt in your mind, then that action will fail. Then it will confirm your doubt, because as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. So I challenge you today, develop a positive mindset. This means you surround yourself with the right people. This means you change your outlook on life. This means you value yourself and see yourself as somebody who has been called by God, anointed by God, gifted by God, empowered by God to do what he has called you to do. So you cannot fail. You cannot be miserable. It will work in your favor. Even if the world turns upside down, it will work in my favor. That is the belief you must have. That is the voice you must have. And it is not about confession. It's an attitude. It's a confidence. So you walk with your chest up, not chest down. Hell may be breaking loose, but you walk confidently because you know whatever happens, you will win. And it's a mindset. It is not just about, I have faith in God. Because you see, one of the challenges and one of the things I see is that there are a lot of people praying, fasting, making declarations, but their actions and their attitudes are contrary to the things they are praying about. Why? Because they are doubting themselves. They think they are not worth it. And if you have self-doubt, you cannot become successful. The people who are successful are the people who believe in themselves. And sometimes you can call it arrogance. I don't care. But it's not arrogance. There is a difference between confidence, self-esteem, and arrogance. Self-esteem or self-confidence is knowing your worth and knowing your capability and knowing that you can do this and that when given the opportunity. Arrogance is if you don't know anything, but you want everybody to hear that you know. Or you think you know, so everyone else does not know. That is arrogance. But self-confidence is knowing the place you are coming from. If you have the opportunity, you will smash it. That is called confidence. And if you have that mindset, you will not be shy. You will not be scared. Yes, once in a while you will popolo a little bit, you will shake a little bit, but that's just normal. Your nervous system, your brain is just, trying to say, hey, you are going outside your comfort zone. Then you're like, yeah. I need to go outside my comfort zone to become successful. Because some of you, your comfort zone is the place you're going to die. The comfort zone is what is killing your dream. The comfort zone is what is destroying your aspirations. The comfort zone is what is making your life miserable. But if you can break loose, break free from your comfort zone and have confidence in yourself, don't doubt yourself, go out there, do it, and give yourself the grace, I can guarantee you will become successful. So what's your mindset about life? How do you see your life? When you wake up every morning, how do you see yourself? As you are walking to your office, how do you see yourself? When you wake up and you are in the washroom, how do you see yourself? When you are there and you are thinking about your life, how do you see it? Do you see yourself that you're going to succeed? Do you see yourself that things will be better for you? Positivity is key for your success. And that is the third thing you need if you want to become successful. Having the right mindset and not doubting yourself.
4. Cut off laziness. Intentions don't pay bills.
Cut off laziness. Some people are just lazy. Intention doesn't pay the bill. Some people are just lazy, and the reason they are lazy is because of excuses. Oh, I'm gonna do this. Oh, Charlie, I have some intention. Charlie, I have some business plan. Charlie, I'm going to launch it next year. And then if I launch it, Charlie, I am planning it. No, you are just being lazy. So you need to find a way to stop being lazy. You need to find a way to start taking life seriously. And sometimes people think that scrolling on social media is working. Some people think that, they are going to watch some YouTube video because they are researching. No, it's just an excuse for your laziness. That is why there are many of you who have read books on entrepreneurship. You've listened to podcasts on entrepreneurship. You've read books on finance. You've read books on investment. You've read books and read books and read books, listened to podcasts, but you've never done anything. So when we come to you, you'll be like, hey, Charlie, I've read this book. Oh, Charlie, I've read Robert Kiyosaki. I've read Dan Locke. I've read this. I've read this. I've read this. But your life stinks because you have not implemented anything you have read. So you always give yourself the excuse, one more book, then I'll be ready. One more podcast, then I'll be ready. You are just being lazy. The earlier you execute, the better your life is going to be. So you've read on entrepreneurship. What business do you have? You've read on investment. How much do you have in investment? You've read on various things. Which of those things have you implemented in your life? And this is what distinguishes the wealthy from everyone else, the successful from everyone else. Laziness, the attitude of not taking an action and giving excuses in the name of not being ready. And that is the story of some of you. You have an idea, you have a business that you want to start, but then you are still waiting. You've read all the books on entrepreneurship, listened to all the podcasts on entrepreneurship, but you have still not done anything. You don't even have a social media page. You've not registered your business. You've not bought your business's domain. You've not done anything, and you are just there. And every day you think, I'm reading another book. And so that is making you think you are working on the dream, but in reality, you ain't doing anything. You are just being lazy. Taking actions, it's important. If you want to become successful, you got to stop being lazy. If you want to become successful, you got to stop giving yourself the excuses. I remember when I started my journey, people were like, hey, you need a business plan, yada, 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 yada. You don't need a business plan to start a business. Who told you need a business plan to start a business? You don't need a business plan. Go out there, find out what you need. You don't need to sit down and prepare a business plan. Some of you have prepared business plan. How far? You don't need a business plan to start a business. You need to identify what it is and start doing. You think I prepared a business plan to start my business? It was a waste of time because I was there. And I was trying, hey, Charlie, you need a business plan. Oh, you need this. Hey, you need this. You need this. You need this. They were all excuses for my laziness until I got to the point and I started taking an action. Then when I started taking an action, things begin to fall. Because it is when you start taking actions that the picture becomes clearer. Intentions will not take you anywhere. Actions will make the difference. Let's look at the fifth one.
5. Cut off your vices. Addiction is slow suicide with entertainment in between.
So what are your vices? Maybe you are asking, Nhyira, what are vices? What do you mean by vices? Vices represent your shortcoming, your defects, your corruption. These are your vices. So as an individual, if you want to become successful, you must cut off your vices. There are some people who don't know how to talk. There are some people who don't know how to carry themselves. There are some people who cannot keep good personal hygiene. There are some people who cannot associate with others. There are some people who don't have courtesy. There are some people who don't have empathy. All these are shortcomings that will prevent you from becoming successful. So I want you to sit down and look at your life. There are sometimes you meet people and they are like, media, this is how I am. Oh, if you love me, take me like that. It's one of the dumbest things I hear from people, especially in the relationship environment. You meet somebody, you're talking to somebody and you're like, hey, this attitude of yours, this habit of yours, it's not good. You have to change it. Then you're like, oh, media, if you come, this is how I am. Oh, this is how I am. If you love me, you take me like that. No. Nobody will take you like that. You must cut off your vices because they will kill you. They will destroy you. They will prevent you from going to the promised land. They will prevent you from becoming successful. So what are your vices? Look into your life. What are your communication skills? Do you have empathy? Do you have courtesy? Do you respect other people's opinion? Do you give other people opportunity to speak? How do you share your thoughts across board? Do you disrespect everybody else or you consider that they are humans? How do you relate to other people? You got to cut off your vices. I think I've told this story before. One time I was on a call with a friend. I was in a relationship, right? A lady that I was dating, and I was on a call with her. So the gentleman who take my refuse came home, and so they were taking the refuse. And so after taking it, I asked, how much will you take? Then I think he mentioned, the leader mentioned a certain amount, and I was still on the call, right? So I went to the room to bring the money to the person. Then all of a sudden, the lady just busted. She was like, hey, these people, you don't give them the money like that. What the person is charging is too much. If I'm with you, I wouldn't allow you to give these people. Even these people, the money you will give them, they will even use it to go and buy weed, cocaine. Immediately I heard that, I paused. So I went and took money to pay these guys, gave them more than what even they asked for. And that very day, that was the end of the relationship. I was like, I can't be with someone like this. That's it. I cannot be with someone like this. You don't know what they have taken, and you are saying what they charged was too much. Number two, you think everybody who is doing kaya bola or taking refuse is a weed smoker. So they don't deserve to be paid how much is due them. It means you don't have empathy. You don't have courtesy. You think everybody in certain categories are nobodies. And for your information, these people that I'm talking about, especially the leader, was a man who was taking care of his children in school. And so after everything in the morning, if you meet this man in the afternoon or in the evening and he is dressed and passed by you, you would not know that, this was the man who was taking rubbish in the morning. And that is what we mean by vices. You cannot have a fixed mindset about people. That is why when I hear people, West there, they are like this, Ashantis, they are like this, Gampe people, they are like this, hey, don't marry a North now, Northerners, they are like this. I'm like, are you smoking weed? What's wrong with you? So you meant to tell me that if your destiny, your future, your success is tied to someone like that, because of your mindset, your attitude, you will not become successful? You will not have a happy life because you've heard something about them without your own experience? And this is the thing you must understand. So if you want to become successful, the shortcomings you have, some people have very strong anger. When they are angry, they talk by heart. Then after that, they come back to come and apologize. That is stupidity. If you are angry, you keep quiet. You keep your calm. If you know you are, that's how you manage your anger. That's how you cut out your vices. Because you can be angry, say things you are not supposed to say, come back and apologize, but the harm has already been created, and that could be the end of your life. So if you want to become successful, you must cut your vices. Cut them off. Cut off your vices. Remove them. So sit down, undertake an audit, analyze your life, and find out what are my weaknesses? What are my defects? What are my shortcomings? Can I work on them? Because some of you, the reason you are not where God wants you to be, the reason why you've not seen the answers to your prayers is because of your behavior. It's because of the way you carry yourself. That's it. So you will never go to the promised land. You will never see the promises of God materialize in your life because of your shortcomings, because of your weakness. And you have refused not to identify, because you see, becoming successful and cutting off your vices starts with accountability, self-accountability, acknowledging that, hey, I have this shortcoming, acknowledging that this is my weakness, acknowledging that it's like this is part of my personality, but it is not helping me. So I need to get rid of it. I need to work on it. That is how you become successful. So sit down, take a pen and a paper, quietly somewhere, without anybody with you, and audit your life and identify the things that may be preventing you from becoming successful, and reflect. Maybe some people might have told you some of the things you do that they don't like. Don't think they don't like you. Don't think they hate you. Don't think they don't respect you. It could be a signal that you must change certain things in your life. Don't say, this is how I am. If you love me, take me like that. No, nobody will take you in your problems. Nobody will take you in your weaknesses. Nobody, no. We are not interested in that. You got to take accountability for yourself, work on yourself, understand that you have a problem, and then we can help you to fix it. But you don't come with your ego saying that, yeah, this is how I am. No. If you think like that, you're going to fail in life. Let's look at the last one.
6. Cut off complacency. Comfort is the graveyard of potential. Men don't fall because they fail. They fall because they stop climbing.
Complacency is one of the most deadliest tools that have destroyed many lives. Complacency is getting to the point in life where you think you've reached. Getting to the point in life where you think you know. Getting to the point in life where you think you can do something, when in reality, you cannot. And we see this across board. Maybe a business. People have started a business, and the business is successful. And they get to somewhere and they think, yeah, no need to advertise again. Then they stop doing the very thing that they did that brought them to where they are today. That is complacency. Complacency is writing an exam, failing the exam, and thinking that, oh, when I wrote the exam, I got 45. So I need only 5 to pass the examination. And so I'm just going to sit around, and when it is time for the exam, I just attend some intervention somewhere and I'll pass. And such people, they go to the second time, they fail. Third time, they fail. And they may have to write the exam over and over again if they are not lucky before they eventually pass. Why? Because complacency stops you from growing. Complacency tells you and deceives you delusionally that, oh, everything is good. Complacency makes you feel you don't need to put in work again. Complacency makes you feel you have arrived. Complacency makes you feel you are on top of the world. But the reality is that no matter how high you are, you can never be higher than the Most High. No matter how successful you think you are, someone is more successful than you. No matter how knowledgeable you think you are, someone is knowledgeable than you. No matter what you think you've achieved in life, someone has achieved more than you. So you cannot be complacent. So this is my question to you. Are you complacent? Are you relaxing? Have you stopped the thing that you were doing before you achieve what you have today? And we see this in relationships. Maybe before you married, you go on a date, you buy a gift for other people, you buy a gift for yourselves. Then the woman, you take care of yourself. Every time you are looking good, you are looking good. But immediately you marry, pet, you've stopped looking good in the house. When you are going to work, you dress, you go out. When you get back home, now you just put a cloth on you. Then you've done your hair, basa, yeah, I'm married. No, you are becoming complacent. Because that is where sometimes, if care is not taken, men will go outside the relationship. Because the person they saw that attracted them to marry, now they are seeing something else. So am I saying in the house wear makeup and those things? No, I'm just saying that you take care of yourself. When you are going out, you dress shepe. Everything. When someone sees you outside, whoa, what an attractive person. Oh, what a beautiful lady. Yada, yada, yada. But you get home to your husband, and what does your husband get? Nothing. It's called complacency. Because you are complacent. You are relaxed. You no longer want to work. You no longer want to be attractive. You think, yeah, you are married. My husband, what does he want again? We are married. That's all. I am here. That's all. No. So even in relationship, this is there. There are times people get to that level, they are married, and they stop doing the things that they were doing. And so that is why marriage counselors will say that, hey, the fact that you are married does not mean you should stop dating yourself. So they will say that, hey, the things that you people were doing, maybe before you got married, you were going on vacation. Maybe once in a week or once in a while, you go sit somewhere, eat something, or you buy a gift for yourselves, or this is what you do. You cannot stop doing those things when you marry, because immediately complacency sets in. You stop loving each other the way you are supposed to love each other. And that is relationship. And that same thing happens in life, in career. There are some people, they feel, yeah, they've done their masters, so, hey, they're on top of the world. Bro, you don't reach anywhere. You don't reach anywhere. Complacency is something you got to get rid of if you want to become successful. Yes, you are somewhere, but you don't reach anywhere. If you understand that you have not reached anywhere, you will keep climbing. You will keep working hard. You will keep pushing. You will keep excelling. You will keep going the extra mile. And that is what makes the difference at the end of the day. And that is what you must do if you want to become successful. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Let me hear from you in the comment section. Which of these 6 characters separate you? Which of them are you changing as an individual? And I'll see you in the next one.